Hello, you fire signs. Are you ready for your weekly energy report? We have a full moon today. So if you're feeling jittery, if you're feeling anxious, emotional, deep in your feelings, that's normal. Try to rest and do as little as you can today. Just give yourself the space to just feel whatever you're feeling. You have an energetic body that feels the shift of the full moon. So allow that to be there and just relax into it. Don't put pressure on yourself to do anything today. You're going to hear a voice telling you you should. Everything is okay. You are safe. You are loved. I was super emotional. This is probably my fifth reading that I'm filming today. So I've been filming a lot. So excuse my voice if it gets a little scratchy. I filmed a 40-minute video about my personal story and how I ended up here. And it's more or less just explaining what happened and how the loss of my daughter, led me to my purpose. So I will link that in the description box if you want to check that out. I would love for you to hear how my path unfolded in hopes that it will give you hope and faith that if something that you perceive as bad is happening to you, it gives you hope that, there is a light in it and there's a deeper meaning behind it. And hopefully you'll get that from that message. So let's pull some cards for you. We are going to start with my Angels of Abundance deck by Doreen Virtue. And then we're going to do my animal deck and then some relationship cards. Okay. Abundance mindset. And I just heard, what is your relationship with money? How do you feel about money? Do you think of your finances and how does your body respond? Do you get nervous? Do you get tense? Did you grow up in a house where your parents were very free spending and didn't really care? Or were they very frugal and they were scared to lose? So you have to think about what you've inherited all throughout your years until whatever age you're at. And you have to start unlearning what you learned and start building a beautiful bond with money. So I'm being called to share right now that money is energy, right? The more we give it, the more we get it. And a lot of people are scared to give it because they fear losing and they fear not having enough, because in our society, we have been brainwashed, and it's just the way it is. It's not really brainwashed. It's kind of the way the world is that we need money to survive. And we think that we can only get it by doing. And that's actually something that you're being called to unlearn, because the universe is energy and it's a higher intelligence, and it wants to bring you money. And it's like knocking on your door, sending you angel numbers, 1111, 444, songs on the radio. It's making synchronicities happen because it's trying to get your attention so that you can start researching it, start building a relationship with it, start learning about it. The universe wants to talk to you because it wants to bring you your desires. And in order for it to bring you your desires, you have to learn how it works. And you have to unlearn the limiting beliefs that are blocking the universe from just handing you thousands of dollars. I'm telling you, there's some cool stories you can find on YouTube about people that manifested money once they got rid of those limiting beliefs that they grew up learning, that they'll never have enough, or they're not worthy of being the rich one in their family. What? That's bonkers. And to be honest, like, everybody is worthy of millions. You don't have to earn it. It is your birthright to attract whatever desire your sweetheart wants. That's your desire. You're allowed to have it. You're allowed to receive it. So this says abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment. And that is what you will experience. I love this card. I like the pink. Super pretty. And she's got all the chakras in her body are all lit up. And it's like a flower usually flowers and greenery usually represents abundance. So if you can see the big flower behind her head, it's huge. She's growing in abundance. And it's so true. I just said there's the abundance card. I think it was the air signs that they got. It was all about, I was teaching about how to always have cash in your wallet so that you're seeing the money. You're feeling like you always have it, because when you feel it, that's when you attract more. But if you're opening up your wallet and there's nothing in there, you're going to feel like you're in that lack or in that mindset of your parents who felt like they never had enough and they were always just scraping by. But if you look back, people that are always just scraping by, they're still getting what they need. The universe is still showing up for them. It just might be in smaller amounts because that's all they think they're worthy of. But if you start planning out and saying, I want to make $10,000 every month, start writing it down. I am so grateful now that I make $10,000 a month. And then you wake up tomorrow and you be the girl or guy that is already making that money. How would you act? Where would you go? What would you wear? Who would you tip? How much money would you have in your wallet? Start doing those actions today as if you already have that income coming in monthly, and watch. The quicker you release the resistance to it and the thoughts saying, oh, that's not going to happen, you have to get rid of those thoughts. The quicker you do that, the quicker your abundance arrives. Okay. First one, the beaver. This is funny. The beaver card is all about hard work. So I think you're needing to learn that you don't have to work hard for money. You don't. This is something that I had to unlearn. I felt like as a teacher, there was no way I was going to be able to create abundance for myself more than a teacher's salary. I felt like I had an interior decorating company for a while. It was like 6 or 7 years. I've always had little jobs. I started training people outside of school to help them like get fit. There were so many different jobs that I did. I was like painting rooms. I love to be like hands-on with decorating, redecorating, building things, remodeling stuff. But the beaver is like, you have to work really hard. So I was working all those years and I was not generating any abundance. And then once I had my spiritual awakening and I learned all of this, I let go of my beliefs. I said, nope, I believe that I am worthy of receiving. If someone were to come to my door, knock on the door and hand me $100,000, I would accept it fully because I know I'm worthy of it because it's our birthright. It's just money from the universe. And then guess what I would do with that money? I would use it somehow to benefit the planet. I would use it to spread my gifts out. Where the old Michelle, I would be like, no, I can't accept that. No. Like, and then I'd be like, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to lose it. And I had so much fear around money that I didn't even know what I would do with it if I got it. So I had to unlearn the fact that we're allowed to have a knock on our door and money just handed to us. So once you release that and you accept it, then the universe is like, okay, now she's ready. And guess what happened? I was brought an opportunity to do the least amount of work and make so much money. So this beaver represents you're working hard, you're draining yourself day and night. I feel like the sunlight in the back of this card, and also it seems like daylight and like darkness. Like you're working day and night to earn money and you're not getting a lot. It's because once you're in this alignment with I'm worthy of receiving more and I don't have to do a lot of work for it. Money comes to me effortlessly and easily, and I don't have to work hard for it. Constantly say it in your head, write it down in your journal, and then watch. An opportunity will be brought to you. My opportunity was to create a mindfulness program, and it's a 30-day program. I worked for about 2 months, and I was teaching at the time. So when I put my energy into this project, it was only at night. So I was going to a cute little like universal plant shop, all very university with crystals. And it was like a magical market, I call it. It was Mayraki Market. My friend Madison owns it. She would let me go film there at night. So as soon as they would close, I'd get there at like 6:37 and I would film until 10 o'clock at night. And I did that for about like 6 weeks. So maybe 4 nights a week for 6 weeks, however many days that is, 24 days, I guess. That's all the work that I did, 24 days. And it brought me thousands upon thousands of dollars. That program is selling all over the US. I did the least amount of work. All I had to do was sit in front of a camera and talk. And then somebody took all those videos and they're selling it for me. I didn't plan it. I didn't go out searching for it. It came to me once I released my limiting belief around money. And I'm still making money on that program. It's passive income. So once you release your idea that you think you're not worthy of it, or you think you have to work hard for it, you don't. Use me as an example. Go YouTube other people that have manifested money. the universe will bring it to you if you're in alignment with it and if you believe in it and if you feel it before it's here. I started living as if I had thousands of dollars in my bank account. Debt was paid off and I was good. And I was waking up each day and I was tipping people at the gas station. I was tipping waitresses because I was pretending like I already had the money. And then the universe aligned it and it brought it all to me. And it was so magical. And when I received my first few paychecks, they were the exact amount that I had manifested. And I was like, holy cow, how did I just manifest this? This is so cool. It was really awesome. Like I had a specific number written on a wall forever. And it ended up being that exact amount that I made with my program. Never in a million years did I think I'd make a paycheck in that amount. I never made more than like $2,000. And it was pretty awesome. Okay. So moving away from the abundance talk, let's do relationships. First one, what does your partner, person, or person in separation want to say to you? I replay our conversations over and over. I believe the water signs just got this card too. So if your person is a water sign, this relates again. They're replaying the conversations. They're hearing your voice in their head, which is a beautiful thing. I'm starting to understand our connection. I wonder if you are happy without me. They're realizing that there's some sort of deep soul connection. When you resonate with somebody and your energy just matches theirs, there's a reason why God is bringing you together, or the universe, whatever you want to call it. Your angels and guides are literally making you cross paths so that you can do something together. You know, sometimes it's not always intimate. Sometimes it is. Only you and your heart will know that, because your thoughts will tell you that it's a mutual intimacy. Usually if one person is wanting to be intimate and the other one is not, then that's usually like a soul tie for a mission or a purpose, or you're supposed to do something together. You're supposed to maybe bring that person to somebody else. Maybe you are going to introduce them to their real partner. So not everybody that we cross paths with that we're of the opposite sex, same sex, whatever you're interested in, is supposed to be intimate. Sometimes you're just supposed to work together. But because some people are so hungry for love, they confuse it and they just want to grip and think that it's a partnership, an intimate partnership. And other times it really is, because you find yourself thinking about them sexually and you find yourself like yearning to see how they would kiss you and how they would grab your hand and hold your hand, or where they would plan a date to take you, or you just start thinking about all of these things. And I feel like that's what this person is saying. I'm starting to understand our connection. I wonder if you're happy without me. So they're just wondering, like, are you also replaying the conversation? Are you aware of this connection? All right, let's finish off with one more relationship card. What's the last thing they want to say to you before we leave? You came closer than anyone. This means you tapped into their heart. They've never maybe allowed somebody in as close as you, or maybe they've never felt this deeply about somebody and they're still trying to figure it out. And people need time and space. So let them have that time and space. We can't rush these things. It's actually way more beautiful when you can learn and grow together and slowly watch it all unfold. And I see the flowers in these photos as like unfolding. You're peeling back the layers of who you are and slowly sharing each petal with each other. It's really beautiful. And it's the same thing with the flower card, with the abundance mindset. You're unlearning all those layers that you've been conditioned to learn from our past. And now you're starting to see your true, beautiful flower that you are. And the more you soften and the more you open up your heart, the more your flower opens. And the more you can share and stay alive and be vibrant and be bright. Think about a bloomed flower. They're beautiful. And it's guy or girl. It doesn't have to be the feminine being this beautiful flower. It can be a man stepping into his feminine energy, opening up his heart to his person. And he's replaying these conversations. And he's just like, how could I be so vulnerable with somebody? How could I let you in? Are you feeling that same way? And it's like, we race in our mind over and over again. And that's the beautiful dance with partnership and connection, is the universe brings us together with people that help us learn these things about ourselves. And we get to see why we're brought together as humans. It's to explore this. So appreciate it. Don't rush it. Don't overthink it. Just let it be there and know that it will unfold if it's meant to, and it will not unfold. And maybe it's supposed to be like a short period of time that you're supposed to be together just to help each other grow. And then it's okay to let go. But we just follow the nudges of when it's time to let go or when it's time to take a step in and fully be immersed into that love. All right. I hope you enjoyed this energy report for this week. Be gentle with yourself with this full moon. Energies are high, emotions are high. Take a bath, get outside in nature. There's no sunshine here in New Jersey, so I'm really trying to figure out how to get my sunshine in. But yeah, relax, take a rest, and journal what you want to manifest. You are worthy of receiving all the abundance. You just have to let it in. All right, lovies, I will see you next week.